What's up, guys? Marcus here from BlackOvis. I am with Dan Staton of Elkshape. Dan, thanks for coming in.
No problem.
We are here to talk about boot selection, and specifically, we realized that not everyone has enough money to have 5 pairs of boots in their quiver to switch like month by month. And we wanted to have a conversation talking about, all right, if you can only do 2 boots, one to get you early to mid-season and then mid to late season, what are those 2 choices? Yep. So Dan's here to tell us about his 2 picks to fulfill that.
These are it. You're looking at it. So this is the Colorados. These are the Laponias. The price points are very affordable. So I'm just going to say that. As far as the boot market goes, these are going to be your most affordable boots, most bang for your buck. These boots are for folks like me that like to be sneaky. So sneaky boots is something that you can stock in, you don't have to take off, something that gives you feelers on the ground. You really can be surgical in your stock and keep the boots on. They're also very forgiving in the fact that they have a lot of flex. They're very comfortable. These have grown on me over the years to where I'm putting these up as my number 2 boots. But my number 1, no question, is the Colorado, because it's so universal. You can take these boots in any country, from spring bare, steep, nasty, snow melt, crossing creeks, side hilling, rocks, to the fall where you're literally on ridge tops chasing bugles or trying to cut elk off. You're in the high desert running through sage and pinyon, and then next thing you know, you're at 10,000 feet. And these boots hold up real well. They breathe real well. They're synthetic. They're very affordable, and they're extremely comfortable. And so if you had to narrow it down, these are my number 2 and number 1 boots. And I would say I use these till about mid-September.
Laponias.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Laponias till about mid-September. And at that point, I've primarily just stocked antelope, maybe deer, but definitely elk. And I've just been really trying to be quiet, sneaky, surgical stocks. At September 15th on, the weather could potentially have changed now. The tactics have probably going to have to ramp up. The elk rut's starting to get more aggressive, and now I'm getting more aggressive. I need to cover more ground. I'm going to start moving or gravitating more towards this boot because the Colorados can allow me to still sneak in, but to also, backpack in, spike camp, bivvy, heavier loads, longer distances, different terrain features. So these 2 boots will get you through it, and it will not break the bank. And hopefully you get a chance to run both and at least try them on and see which one fits you the best, which is ultimately the most important.
Yep.
Is find what works best for you.
From what you've said, you're totally taking the material out of the equation and just talking about how this boot performs. I mean, you're going to be light, you're going to be nimble, and you're going to be able to stock so well in this boot. The EVA foam midsole, you're going to have great ground fill. So you're going to know when you're on a twig. You're going to know when you're about to snap a branch. Where you can do the same thing, and you should just be just as careful with this Colorado. But, I mean, you've got a burlier midsole here. You've got a polyurethane midsole. This is a 4 flex, where this is a 2. So, I mean, this is built to do anything, just like you said. But it's come down to how these boots perform and not exactly what material is on the outside of that boot for you.
Don't look at the weather as much as you need to look at the quarry, the big game species that you're pursuing, your tactics, your style. And if you really want to be surgical, quiet, and slip in on animals, I think you should also consider the boot that's going to be on your feet. Everything starts from the ground up.
Absolutely. Hey, well, Dan, thank you. It's interesting to see your 2 picks. It's different for everyone. And Crispi offers a full lineup of boots which are tailored to different people, different needs, which is really important to take into account. If you have run the Laponia or the Colorado, comment below. Let us know what you think of them. Let us know what type of season you've run them into. If you're the reverse, let us know. We'd be interested to hear. And we'd be happy to answer any questions. Thanks for listening.